maybe that's even stretching.
Well, here's one thing they're connecting to. Go back to your whole thing about the Batman and about what the obsession is. I mean, you were suggesting that maybe this means that movies matter. But I'm very suspect about the obsession with superhero movies. There's nothing wrong with superheroes.
Yes.
But I feel like, and this goes back to, in a way, Lord of the Rings, I feel like fanboy culture, geek culture, I feel like, in a way, the dirty secret of it, it's that it's this kind of encyclopedia culture.
Yeah.
I mean, the fans are obsessed with the minutia of it.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what's already going on about this movie. You know, is it going to be this or is it going to be that? And yet, once the movies come out, they've been out for about a year or so, and you think back on it, most of these movies are not very good.
No.
They're corporate products.
Right.
And that's true of the Harry Potter films.
Yeah.
And so what you have now, I think, is a generation that's obsessed with corporate products and the information that's in them. I think the Harry Potter movies are a good example of that because I just got tired of those after a while.
Yeah.
I mean, nothing that was going on in them seemed to be of any consequence.
Right.
And that's kind of what is happening with these interconnected franchise movies where the comic book characters all become like pieces of Tinker Toy and they're all in the... Like, I really was appalled by, on some level, the third Captain America film because it turned into an Avengers film.
Yeah.
And they were just pouring all these characters in the movie because there was more selling points. And yet, I think the fans are fine with that because they're just relating to all these characters, all this information flowing through these movies. I think that's a totally different experience than experiencing a great movie, even a great comic book movie. You look at what a lot of us think is, maybe the best comic book movie that came out, The Dark Knight.
Yes.
The whole thing about that is that's a real movie.
Yes, correct.
It's about Batman, but it's not about information. It's about a real experience. The Joker is a real character. Even Batman seems like a real character. But clearly, even though many agree that that's number one, that's an anomaly. I don't think The Dark Knight is what comic book culture is about. Comic book culture, like Lord of the Rings culture, like Star Wars culture, like Harry Potter culture, this is all information culture. These are like cinematically dramatized Wikipedia entries. What is going to be the information? What is going to happen next in these serial dramas? On some level, my answer is who cares? I don't care about all that information. I don't care about these networks of storylines.
Yes.
I care about a good movie experience, which can happen within these genres, but seldom does.